Chicago Bulls offseason recap, big moves and new faces. The Chicago Bulls have been busy this offseason, and we've got the scoop on all the major moves. From the blockbuster trade for Josh Giddey to the exciting signing of Jalen Smith, find out how these changes are shaping the future of the Bulls. Plus, what's the latest on Zach LaVine's potential trade? Dive into our detailed recap and get all the insights on how these moves could impact the Bulls' upcoming season. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Bulls news and updates. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. Let's kick things off with the news that sent shockwaves through the NBA community. The Chicago Bulls reported interest in acquiring Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, if you've been living under a rock or maybe just taking a much-needed break from NBA Twitter, let me catch you up to speed. Josh Giddey, the 6'8" Australian point guard, has been turning heads since he entered the league in 2021. At just 20 years old, he's already showcasing a unique skill set that has drawn comparisons to players like Ben Simmons and Luka Doncic. His court vision is off the charts, and his ability to grab rebounds and push the pace makes him a triple-double threat every night. But why are the Bulls interested? Well, it's no secret that Chicago has been desperately searching for a true facilitator to run the offense. While Lonzo Ball's injury situation remains uncertain, the Bulls need a player who can create for others and take some of the playmaking burden off DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, assuming LaVine stays. But we'll get to that later. Giddey's potential arrival could revolutionize the Bulls' offense. Imagine him running pick and rolls with Nikola Vucevic, finding cutters like Patrick Williams, and kicking out to shooters on the perimeter. The possibilities are endless, and it's enough to make any Bulls fan salivate. However, acquiring a talent like Giddey won't come cheap. The Thunder have invested heavily in his development, and they're not going to let him go without significant compensation. So, what might a potential trade package look like? One scenario that's been floating around involves the Bulls sending a package centered around Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and future draft picks. It's a steep price, no doubt, but for a player of Giddey's caliber and potential, it might be worth it. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what about Patrick Williams' potential? It's a valid concern. Williams has shown flashes of brilliance, and at just 21 years old, he still has plenty of room to grow. However, the Bulls are in a win-now mode with veterans like DeRozan and Vucevic not getting any younger. Giddey's immediate impact could be the catalyst that propels this team to the next level. Of course, this is all speculation at this point. The Thunder haven't officially put Giddey on the trading block, and there are likely other teams interested if they did. But the fact that the Bulls are even in these conversations shows a willingness to make bold moves to improve the team. Now, let's shift gears and talk about a move that actually did happen: the signing of Jalen Smith. It might not have made headlines like the Giddey rumors, but this could be a sneaky good pickup for the Bulls. Smith, the 10th overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft, hasn't quite lived up to his lottery selection yet. After a disappointing rookie year with the Suns, he was traded to the Pacers, where he showed some promise but ultimately didn't secure a long-term role. So, what does Smith bring to the table for the Bulls? At 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan, he's got the size and length to play both power forward and center. He's shown flashes of being a stretch big, hitting 37.3% of his threes last season, albeit on low volume. The Bulls are betting on Smith's potential here. At just 23 years old, he still has plenty of time to develop, and Chicago's player development staff has a track record of helping young players improve their games. Smith could provide valuable depth behind Vucevic and Andre Drummond, offering a different look with his ability to space the floor. If he can improve his rebounding and defense, he could even push for significant minutes in certain matchups. The signing also gives the Bulls more flexibility in potential trade scenarios. If they do end up moving Williams in a deal for someone like Giddey, Smith could step in and soak up some of those minutes at the 4. It's a low-risk, high-reward move for the Bulls. If Smith doesn't pan out, it's not a significant financial commitment. But if he can tap into the potential that made him a lottery pick, this could end up being one of the steals of the offseason. All right, Bulls fans, it's time to address the elephant in the room: Zach LaVine's future with the team. This storyline has been simmering all offseason, and it doesn't seem like we're any closer to a resolution. Let's rewind a bit. LaVine signed a massive 5-year, $215 million contract with the Bulls last offseason. At the time, it seemed like a no-brainer. LaVine was coming off back-to-back All-Star appearances, and he was supposed to be the cornerstone of the franchise moving forward. Fast forward a year, and things aren't quite so rosy. The Bulls underperformed last season, barely scraping into the play-in tournament before being eliminated. LaVine's numbers were still impressive: 24.8 points per game on efficient shooting, but questions arose about his fit with DeRozan and his ability to lead the team to playoff success. Now, trade rumors are swirling. Teams like the Knicks, Lakers, and 76ers have all been mentioned as potential suitors. But here's the thing: trading LaVine is easier said than done. First, there's the contract. Any team trading for LaVine would be taking on a massive financial commitment. In today's NBA, that's not necessarily a deal-breaker for a player of LaVine's caliber, but it does limit the pool of potential trade partners. Second, there's the question of what the Bulls could get in return. LaVine is a bona fide star, a walking bucket who can score from anywhere on the court. The Bulls can't afford to give him away for pennies on the dollar. They need a package that either sets them up for the future with young talent and draft picks or brings in win-now pieces to pair with DeRozan and Vucevic. LaVine is entering his prime at 28 years old. He's a proven scorer who can create his own shot and hit from deep. The Bulls know what they have in LaVine, and there's no guarantee that any trade return would provide equal value. Moreover, LaVine has shown a willingness to adapt his game. He's improved as a defender and playmaker, and his efficiency has remained high even as his usage has fluctuated with DeRozan's arrival. The Bulls front office faces a crucial decision. Do they run it back with LaVine, hoping that better health and some tweaks to the roster can lead to better results? Or do they pull the trigger on a trade, reshaping the team's future in the process? The next few weeks will be crucial. As we approach training camp, we'll get a better idea of Ball's health status, LaVine's future with the team, and whether any big moves, Giddey or otherwise, are on the horizon. One thing's for sure: it won't be a quiet season in Chicago. This team has too much talent and too many questions to fly under the radar. Whether they emerge as contenders or find themselves back in the lottery, the 2023-24 Chicago Bulls will be one of the most intriguing teams to watch in the NBA. What do you think about these moves? Are you excited about the possibility of adding Giddey? Do you think LaVine will still be in a Bulls uniform on opening night? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Bulls content. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an update.